Okay, so we're diving into some pretty wild stuff today.
Wild is putting it mildly.
Yeah, right? Ancient aliens.
Buckle up.
Exactly. We're going deep on this one, folks. We're looking at that Magical Universe podcast episode, all about ancient aliens.
A classic.
Oh, yeah, it is. And you know what I got to say? The idea that maybe, just maybe, we weren't alone back when the pyramids were being built.
It's a thought, isn't it?
Oh, it's a big thought, for
Yeah.
sure. So let's break this down. What are we really talking about when we say ancient aliens? Like, what's the theory all about?
Well, you see, at the core of it, all the Ancient Aliens series says that, advanced beings from beyond Earth.
Extraterrestrials.
Exactly. They messed around with maybe even like straight up influenced early civilizations right here on our planet.
So, like, it gave us a nudge in the right direction, a little cosmic push.
Maybe more than a nudge. Think about it. The pyramids in Egypt. I mean, not just how big they are, but the fact that they line up with the stars.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard about that.
And then there are those Nazca lines in Peru. Huge pictures carved into the desert, only really visible from the sky, almost like they were made for someone looking down.
Or something looking down.
Right, exactly.
This is getting good.
Yeah.
So those are like physical examples. But what about all these old myths and stories? Do they fit in here?
Absolutely. Those are actually a big part of it. You know how almost every ancient culture has stories about gods coming down from the heavens with superpowers and crazy knowledge?
Yeah.
Well, the ancient aliens folks, they think those stories might actually be about aliens, not gods in the traditional sense, but more like super advanced visitors.
Wow, so those aren't just metaphors.
Maybe not. I mean, it's a pretty compelling interpretation, right?
It is, I've got to admit. But why do you think this specific theory is so popular? I mean, out of all the crazy ideas out there, why aliens?
I think it's our natural curiosity, We love a good mystery, and ancient civilizations are packed with them. How do they build all that incredible stuff with such limited technology? Well, the ancient aliens theory offers a pretty exciting answer.
Yeah. And we're surrounded by sci-fi these days, right? So aliens aren't that far-fetched anymore.
Exactly. It's almost like we're primed to believe.
Right, almost. So it's like we're taking that what if from sci-fi and applying it to history. But there's got to be some pushback, right? I mean, not everyone buys into this.
Oh, definitely. And it's super important to be critical here. You've got to think for yourself. While the ancient aliens theory is a lot of fun, there's no hard scientific proof that aliens ever came to Earth.
So like no alien artifacts or spaceship parts?
Nope. And a lot of that impressive ancient tech, it probably has a more down-to-earth explanation.
More down to earth. Huh?
Uh-huh.
I get it. For example, we're learning more and more about how the Egyptians might have built the pyramids using ramps and levers. Pretty ingenious stuff.
So no need for alien engineers.
Right, and those ancient myths, while they are super interested in interpreting them as literal alien encounters, is a pretty big leap.
So it's more about seeing the same stuff, but through a different lens, not about finding actual proof of aliens. Exactly. And because of that lack of evidence, a lot of critics call the ancient aliens theory pseudoscience, basically saying it looks like science, but
Okay.
doesn't have the facts to back it up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're left with a theory that's really fun to think about, but maybe not something to base your life on.
It's more of a thought experiment, a way to look at history and ask, what if? But it's important to remember that there are other explanations out there.
And that's what makes it so interesting, right? So here's a question for you and for everyone listening. If we were to entertain this idea of ancient aliens, what kind of evidence would it take to actually convince you? What would make you a believer? That's something to ponder as you keep exploring this wild and wonderful topic.
Food for thought, for sure.
Definitely.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. This is a blast.
Anytime.
Until next time, keep those minds open and those questions coming.
See ya.
Bye.